going on, my peeps? Your boy Versatile is back with another video, and here I am back today with my review of the Essential phone. As you guys know, I just got this about a week ago. I was indecisive as to when I dropped the review. It's because I was a little worrisome, as you guys saw at the end of that video, of my unboxing video. It didn't want to cut on, and then I realized that this phone probably hadn't been used in a while. It was dead, and it had an unlocked bootloader. And of course, that would work to my benefit if I wanted to do a lot of side loading, in which I kind of tried to, as far as like the, activating the camera 2 API and stuff like that. And I was unsuccessful just because I have not necessarily tried to use ADB and all that type of stuff and trying to install Magics and all that fun stuff. It wasn't working for me, so I quit trying to do all that, and I just accepted what this is, which is a very good phone, a very fast phone, a very beautiful phone, as you guys see. Oh my lord, you guys, I mean, we cannot knock Essential for the design and beauty of this phone. So what do I enjoy about this phone? The speed. As you guys see by the title, it's called this phone is fast. Immediately when this phone was able to finally boot up, after it was acting kind of glitchy and whatnot in my hand, I was like, come on now, can we calm down just a little bit? The updates I was getting, as far as security updates and the Pi updates, all instantly like downloaded to the phone within minutes. Like the Android 9 Pi update for this Essential phone was just over a gig. It was like 1,027 megabytes in size, downloaded within like a minute or two. I'm talking about download to the phone and installed in the phone within minutes. So you're looking at, I want to say, maybe 5 to 10 minutes tops. That's all it took for Android Pi to access and become one with my Essential phone. That was the Android 9 Pi update. Now the security update was a lot smaller, so it was just as fast. Downloading and installing took a little bit longer, as most security updates do. But still, within minutes, those downloaded. Downloading updates for apps just as fast. I side-loaded a few apps just because of Google's Protect, doesn't allow unlocked bootloaders to connect to all the apps on the Play Store, I guess. So I had to go through and find some of those apps to side-load onto him, which is no issue. And all very fast, very lightning fast. The only thing I will say that is like a tad bit kind of laggy, or I wouldn't say laggy, I just would say slow. It's like a delay. So it's not even necessarily about speed, it's just like a delay, is a fingerprint sensor. So as you see, if I go whop, see it was about a few milliseconds. Now for me, I don't care, it's not a big deal, but I will say that's not as fast as my Google Pixel 2. And again, it's not a big deal. I mean, I have a couple fingers, lined up, so if I have to use it either hand, that's cool, whatever. So it's not a big deal to me, but that's one area in which I don't see a lot of speed in. Camera-wise, I don't even use the Essential camera. I think I've used it once or twice just to see what the camera app looked like. I have not taken any pictures or kept any pictures, because of course I haven't taken any pictures with the Essential camera. I've downloaded the HDR Plus port from XDA developers for the Google camera on here, and instantly have noticed better photos coming out of this. But again, because I own the Google Pixel 2, it's not a big deal for me to not have to worry about the camera on here. And really, I would say the same thing for a lot of people out there who's considering buying an Essential phone. Don't buy this phone because of the camera. Don't base your decision solely off the camera performance of the Essential phone. Base it off of everything else that the Essential phone provides, which is the essentials. Of course, it may not have wireless charging, but neither will the OnePlus 6T, and Google's Pixel 2 line doesn't have wireless charging. You're looking at some of the top phones that are out there for the money, and software experience wise are the best. So when you consider those three aspects, you got the Google line, you got Essential, you got the OnePlus line. So, and the OnePlus camera is slightly better than the Essential phones, probably, but it's not better than Google's. As we know, Google and Huawei have the top best phone cameras to date, and then iOS or the Apple XS Max and XS. So again, don't base your decision off of buying this phone because of the camera. Base it off of the user experience, which is going to be flawless. The experience on the Essential phone is like having a Google Pixel 2 without Google branding. As you see with this pure white, it's pure white clean. There's no, slogans, logos, FCC rating, all that kind of stuff. There's nothing on here distracting from its beauty. On the front, it's clean. The only thing you have is the display, some notifications. Now what I did was I downloaded Google's Pixel 2 and Pixel 3 live wallpapers. So as you guys can see here, this is Google Pixel 3's live wallpaper. And I love it. It looks cool, it looks clean, and with this screen it looks even better. And then I have a KGWT widget right there underneath my Google widget, and then of course my streamline of apps. It's clean. It's exactly what you want on the phone. It's nice and hefty. You know it's in your hand. It's made out of ceramic and titanium, which means it's durable. Of course, you may not want to drop it to try and test it out. If you want, throw a dbrand or slick wrap skin on the back. You don't really need a case for this. Maybe get a screen protector. But outside of that, you have a phone that works perfectly for you. You get just as fast and timely updates with this. I got the October security patches for this phone on October 1st. Like no other day, and early in the day. Like I'm talking about around 10, 11 a.m. My Google Pixel 2 still has not received the security update yet. So you're getting timely updates, you're getting fast updates, and they're hitting your phone fast, downloading and installing fast on your phone. You get basically a pure stock experience that you can still customize, whether it be with your own apps or using different launchers such as Nova, Lean Launcher, Launcher Launcher, Action Launcher, Microsoft Launcher, to name a few. Of course, within those launchers, you could probably change the icons and whatnot via icon packs that you find in the Google Play Store. So if you wanted to do that or just use the pure experience, it's like having a Google Pixel phone just with better hardware, minus the camera, and a faster software experience than Google, to be frankly honest. Now, for me, it's not a big deal since I have this phone. For me, I'm digging Essential. And Essential's confirmed Android Q for this phone. So if you did want to buy this now, you're getting next year's major software update, Android software update. And you still have another year of security updates, which means additional bug fixes and performance improvements for a year. So you have a total of 2 years with this phone before you have to think about maybe upgrading out of the device. In which then, hopefully, Essential can get their act together so they can drop an Essential phone too, because that's what we need. Okay, Andy Rubin, please don't overcharge for the device again. Charge $500-600 in the realm of OnePlus's lane, and drop this phone, and you're gonna have better sales than you did last year. You'll move more than 90,000 copies, in which it seems like this time of the year and around Amazon Prime Day, they probably did sell a lot more phones. Probably totaling out to be somewhere around 100,000. Still not great, but it's their first year. We gotta cut them some slack, just like Google. They didn't sell that great of many phones, both for the Google Pixel and the Google Pixel 2 line. So please, with the positive reception that's not coming back around Essential, please drop an Essential phone 2 with better cameras, and please continue to do a very good job with the software experience and the timely updates. As far as anything else, I mean, what else would you like to know? It does have the always on display, but for me, I don't use it. I use the lift phone up to check notifications. As I just did, and it popped back up. So I like battery life. Ooh, thank you for reminding myself about the battery life. It's amazing on here. I get better battery life than my Google Pixel 2. Granted, it's about 300 milliamps more than the Google Pixel 2. This one's rated at 30-40 milliamps, and my Google Pixel 2 is rated, I believe, at like 2700 or 2770. Now, I mean, it's not a drastic difference, but I definitely notice a difference. I can go and make it through all day at work and some at home before having to put this phone on the charger again. And I take it off the charger that same day. So let's say I put it on the charger, I take it off around 9 o'clock p.m. tops, 100%. Wake up, I have about 89%. 11%. That's not too bad. You know, you're looking at 7 to 8 hours of sleep, losing about percent and a half per hour in standby. Not too bad. It's realistic. Then I go to work. I use it to stream audio in the car. 25-minute commute. I'm streaming Pocket Cast or Google Play Music. I'm down to about 87, which is much better than my Google Pixel 2. So I only lose about 2 to 3% streaming in 25 minutes. On my Essential phone, I lose about 5, 6, 7% with my Google Pixel 2. Then I get to work. I, struggles to find reception just because it's in a congested area, downtown Charlotte. From time to time, update some apps. I check out Android Central, Android Authority. Check out Instagram, maybe Twitter. A few times or whatever throughout the day. If I get any YouTube action going on, I check it for a little bit, and then as it's time to go home, I drop from 86, 87% down to about 30%. So that 50% in 10 hours. Overall, if you think about from the time I leave the house, which is about 5:30 to 5:45, till me leaving work, which is around 4:30, and then be putting it back on the charger around 7, 8 o'clock, you're looking at over 13, 14 hours in a day, and still coming out, putting this on the charger with about 20% left. Like if I really want to, I can make it through the day or make it through the night, then put it on the charger, driving to work, and when I get to work if I wanted to. But the whole point is I can make it through a full day of use on this with no issues. I couldn't do that with my Google Pixel 2, which I'm currently shooting on. That's pretty spectacular. So again, you're looking at good battery life, you're looking at great software experience, timely updates, great build quality, and an average at best phone camera. Now, if you do have an extra phone that you use to take pictures with or that has a better camera, then you don't have to sweat this camera. If you have a DSLR or a physical camera that you can use outside your phone, again, you don't have to worry about the phone's camera. And it's not that bad over the year of constant updates and improvements Essential has made to its camera. So we're not looking at 2017 when it first came out and how terrible the camera was. Looking at now, it's pretty average, it's decent, and of course, the more lighting you have with any phone camera and any camera in general, the better the picture's gonna come out. So if you're not taking pictures in the straight black on black dark, which I don't know why you would anyway, you don't have to worry about your camera experience being lackluster. Now, of course, with your apps like Snapchat and Instagram, your third-party apps that might try to utilize the camera, it's not gonna be that great on many of phones, save for the Google Pixel 2, and that's because of the Pixel Visual Core chip that they have in the phone that helps use the camera to via software to process those pictures better in those third-party apps. So of course you're not gonna get that other than with the Google Pixel 2 phone, but as far as anything else, any phone's not going to produce that great with third-party camera apps, which lets you know it's more of a software-based thing as to the reason why cameras either produce great photos or bad photos. And with this phone, it now produces average at best, slightly decent, which is like a tad above average when it comes to camera quality. Because this phone's also cheap, running around between $250 and $400 on Amazon, and then $500 on their website. And Essential is also bundling in I think a pair of headphones and the 360 camera for $500. So that's probably a good deal if you wanted some of those extra features. But again, you don't have to worry about any of that. You can just go ahead, opt for the cheap price, which means you'll probably be keeping your phone. You don't have to worry about trading anything. You have another phone you can take pictures with, or use a camera, because it will never make sense to justify spending $1,000 on a phone just for the camera experience. That will never make sense. So that has been my review of the Essential phone. Hopefully you guys appreciated it. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit and maybe help when it comes to purchasing decisions, when it comes to whether or not you want to purchase this Essential phone or another phone in general. And hopefully I'll get you guys back around in the future. I'm always down in the comments if you guys have any questions, concerns. Please feel free to express yourself down in the comments. I'm always down there. I gotta get better at leaving my own comments down there for you guys to possibly comment on. But as it stands, it's a very open area for you guys to talk about things you're concerned about in the tech world and whatnot. So Again, your boy Versatile is signing out. And until the next video, wait for it.